Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the second episode here on ESGNet of Madden 16 Green Bay Packers franchise Packer Talk, and we're getting ready here for the next 4 games here as we just finished up the second 4 games of the season's weeks 5 through 8, and getting ready here for this week 9 matchup against the Carolina Panthers. Now you see Green Bay 7-0 going into their Week 9 game, and of course there you see the Panthers 3-4, and we'll have to take them on in Week 9. But enough about that. That's another episode, which will be coming up here right after this one. But this week, in this episode, I should say, we're just going to be talking about what happened in the last 4 games. Well, actually, the last 3 games, because Week 7 was a bye week here for the Green Bay Packers. And we'll take a look here at the injury report. And, of course, the injury report is nothing different with the exception of the length of time for these 3 guys. Of course, Jordan Nelson there, you see him coming back in 7 weeks. Hopefully, we'll have him here before the season ends. But there you'll see Sam Barrington and also other wide receiver Blue there. They're going to be both out for a significant point of time, pretty much for the whole season. But we'll take a look here at some re-signings here that we're looking at. And there you see Hayworth, one of the top guys that we're trying to negotiate with right now. He's asking for $11.6 million here for this upcoming season. I believe it's like 4 or 5 years he's asking. I believe he's around the age of 26. So chances are he may get that if everything goes right for him and for the team here coming up. So of course, we got some other guys that we want to re-sign, Perry, Neal, and Taylor there. Of course, not everybody's going to get their contracts to the full million, because there's going to have to be some leeway for a couple of guys there. But for the most part, we have an opportunity here to really try to work with a lot of these guys and see what they're going to want to try to stay with the team if they're willing to have a healthy negotiation. But there you see we're looking at some free agents here, and I've been thinking about some guys here. I think I mentioned this in the last episode of Packer Talk that we're looking at maybe possibly bringing maybe Reggie Wayne, maybe even bringing back Charles Woodson. Of course, in real life, I believe he's with the Oakland Raiders, and we'll see. He's actually had a pretty good season so far, and he's 38 years of age, and we kind of want to see if we can get him another ring maybe before he decides to retire. So right now we're just kind of looking around at some different areas in our team right now. As we have a couple guys that we're looking at right now with some college guys coming in next season there, and I believe in the next Packers Talk, I think we're going to have that episode will be dedicated to the NFL draft, where we're going to look at some of the guys that we're going to possibly draft next season and some of the ones that we're targeting. We'll show you guys that, I believe, in the next Packers Talk episode. So stay tuned for that. But in this episode, we're just kind of looking at some free agents here, seeing possibly making a move there. As yes, we are 7-0, but we could use some improvement there. We could use maybe some veteran presence there to help us out. You got John Abraham there, outside linebacker that I'm quite partial to. He's one of my favorite defensive players. He is, yes, over the age there. He's getting it close to his end of his career there. But like I said, wouldn't mind having that veteran presence there, and really get some of these young guys opportunity, or get these older guys maybe that I'm quite partial to, get them a ring before they head off to the land of retirement in the NFL. There you see Robert Mathis, another guy, 34 years. He's quite young still. He probably has another 2 or 3 years with him. Same thing with Briggs, and there you see Dwight Freeney. Yeah, I know I'm a quite stickler for the Colts players there, but hey, why not? I mean, it's my franchise. I can do what I want with it and have a little fun with it. So, not saying that this is what I want to do, but there's some possibilities here. You see Rashad Mathis, another Colts guy there. But those are just some ideas I've been kicking around. if there's a player that you guys think I should go after, let me know. Let me know in the comment section down below of any free agents out there you think would be a good matchup for us. And we'll see if that happens. You never know. But there you see Charles Woodson. There you see 38 years of age, 81 overall. There, he's only asking for 1.72 million there. So I think we can handle that. But like I said, it just depends on if we want to get that have that veteran presence there, which right now all the guys are doing quite well on defense. Like I said, wouldn't help or wouldn't hurt. It definitely help the defense a little more, but it wouldn't hurt them at all. Maybe having a guy up there that's had that experience there. Of course, Woodson. Last time he went to the Super Bowl, he was injured and he wasn't able to play. He does have a ring, but was unable to play, and because he was hurt during that time with the Packers there when they won the championship a couple years ago. So where you see here, look at the box scores here, and of course that was a game here. I believe it was against the Rams there that we actually did pretty well in, and it was a really decent game there as we came out got that win there against them, and I believe that was our week 5 matchup that we played against them. You see Laurinaitis there, 10 tackles there in that game, and we did avoid him like the plague when it came to sacks. But there you see Joyner, he got a half a sack on that on us there. And take a look here, Chris Long, he had a sack and a half on us. Couldn't avoid him. There you see Nick Fairley did avoid him somewhat. He had a half a sack from us. And there you see Shields there. He got an interception in that game, which really helped us out there, really stopping the Rams offense there in their tracks. So that was a really great game there for that week 5 matchup. Now we go to week 6. This is against San Diego, and of course San Diego started off very, very hot there in that first quarter. Actually, the first drive they scored a field goal, and we came back and returned the favor there with a touchdown. And then pretty much the second quarter we took off, scored 14. I believe one of them was off of a pick. We took it back, and didn't take it back, but we took it to the point where we had the offense set up for a good score. I believe Dixon got that one. Third quarter there in that game, for whatever reason, just couldn't really push the ball as much. And I don't know if it's just me or what the deal is, but the third quarter just seems like it's just a quarter that's just like kind of like the wasteland where there's nothing there and can't really do much on offense or defense. Barely playing on defense. But we were able to shut them down, and finally in the fourth quarter we picked it up, and I believe we scored a touchdown. I think we scored a touchdown in that quarter, but we're able to hold off. We did give up, I think, a touchdown there to the Chargers, but we're able to hold them back and pick up the win, and got a good win there against the Chargers there. So far right now I think at this point, I think we are 3-0 against the against the AFC West. There, we've already played the Chiefs. We've already played the Broncos, and now we just play the Chargers. So I think we still have left is the Raiders, which will be later on in the season. There, okay, yeah. So Chargers, okay, so yeah, this is the Broncos game. We at this point we haven't played the Broncos yet, but there you see the line score there, box score there, and you take a look here. Just really had a great game there. Just first 2 quarters we were able to score a touchdown, and then the fourth quarter we just went off on them as Peyton Manning and the Broncos there. There you see just couldn't really do anything. And you see 118 yards there for Peyton Manning. He had 1 touchdown, but he had 3 interceptions there, as long as 30 yards there. But Rodgers also had a not so good game there. He gave up 2 picks there. which actually gave the Broncos quite some good setup there when it came to scoring. There you see Eddie Lacy, for whatever reason, lately here he's been coughing up the ball here, and there you see he's 17 attempts for 73 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and that 1 fumble. There you see Cobb, 11 receptions, 117 yards with actually 2 touchdowns there for him, and just a great game there. Just in the fourth quarter, just really took advantage of the Broncos defense there and just went all at it, scoring 24 points just in that quarter alone, and that right there pretty much shut the door on the any chance really for the Broncos to do really anything in that ball game. But you see Burnett, he had 2 interceptions, had a great day. Same thing with Hayward with that 1 interception. So just overall, just a great game there going into the Mile City and taking on them in their house. So now we take a look here at the NFL stats, and currently right now, like I said, Packers are leading the NFC North 7-0. Right behind us is the Bears with 5-2. Vikings 4-3, and the Lions, they're at 500 with 4-4 for them. They've lost 3 straight. The Vikings have just lost 1, and the Bears there have won 2 straight there. So they're looking pretty good here. I believe we've played them. We still have the Bears to play here, and the Vikings. We still have 2 games. I think we got a game. That episode actually, I just got done finishing up. We played them at their place first, and the last game of the season, they come to Green Bay. As for the Lions, I believe recently just wrapped that episode up, and we played them. And you guys will see that episode here coming up very soon. But there you have it right there. Just getting ready for this Week 9 matchup. There you see at Bank of America Stadium there in Charlotte, North Carolina. There we'll take on Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers there, who are, like I said, 3-4 for the season right now. And I believe Cam is going to be coming back in this game after he was out for I think he was out for at least 2 weeks for I think he had broken ribs. He was out for actually 3. He's coming back from being out 4 weeks straight because of some ribs. So we'll have to see what we can do him. His injury's probably still quite fresh, and we'll see if we can take advantage of him, try to really do a good job of putting some blitz packages ready for him and try to take him on and see how mobile he is in that ball game. So like I said, it's going to be we've got trade deadline just past us, but I want to know from you guys, is there a play out there from free agency that I should pick up there? And I know there's been some requests for some guys to be the rookie, I think he's a rookie corner. He's been starting. I just don't know why the game is not really putting him at Randall's. He's out there on the field, so I'll have to make sure he is starting, because he is a great corner there, a great young corner. So we'll have to see what we can do. But that is it for this episode for Packers Talk. You guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and check out more of this Green Bay Packers franchise. As always, I'll see you guys next time.